Welcome everyone to another episode of Slasher Scotty. I am your host, Scotty McCoy, and boy, do I have a surprise for all of you. I have on Zoom with me right now Gut Muncher, and he is a haunt actor. And if I'm not mistaken, you're also part of the Creatures of Havoc with the obsolete entity who was also on my show, I believe, last week.
Yes.
Yes, so how you doing, Gut?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Awesome. So glad to have you on. I know we were scheduled, I believe, for last week, but something came up on your end. I'm like, yeah, absolutely. I had an opening this
Yeah.
week, so let's make it happen this week. And that's what we did.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. So, first question I got for you, how did you get your start into being a haunt actor? Like, why did you decide to go into haunt acting?
Honestly, I've always liked haunted houses. And just watching all those actors, that's what really got me into it. Just watching them and observing them.
Nice.
I
Nice.
love giving back to the fans. That's where the love and the support is. It's from the fans.
Awesome. Yeah, and I know I mentioned with obsolete that I wanted this year for the like the Halloween season, like October and that. I wanted to give this month to the haunt actors because I have on my show a lot, authors, musicians, actors from all genres, but I never had haunt actors on, and haunt actors are kind of like a misunderstood bunch because they're not given as much, recognition as regular actors, for films and television series and all that stuff, but they are still actors and they deserve to be promoted and they deserve to be given the shout out and the appreciation they do deserve.
Indeed.
Yeah. So,
Absolutely.
yeah. So, how did you become part of Obsolete Entities group, the Creatures of Havoc?
Well, I've been following Obsolete and Giselle for a while, and
Mhm.
we've been good friends. And I don't know, they hit me up one day and asked how I would like to join, and I was like, immediately, hands down, no questions asked.
Mhm.
And I love the family. I love everybody in the group.
Yeah, absolutely. And I have to ask this question because I asked Obsolete the question. If you watch the interview, you probably know what the question is going to be. And of course, I asked, I had Gore Filth on my show as well, and I had to ask him as well. So your name, I'm assuming it's your haunt acting name is Gut Muncher. Where did you come up with the name Gut Muncher? Why did you choose that name?
Well, I don't know, honestly. It was,
Mhm.
I was sitting back one day and I was like, I need a name. And I was thinking about eating guts and trying to think of a good name. And I decided, and I was thinking, and gut muncher. And I put it together and I was like, gut muncher. That sounds great. And I wanted it to be different, one of a kind, and that's what I wanted to go with. And
Yeah,
I,
and
I
it's
was
like
surprised
it's a
it
horror
went on.
name.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it's definitely a horror name, and it works. Like it has a nice ring to it. And when you think of gut muncher, you kind of think of like eating like the guts or the like the interior, like biting the interior of a
the
human flesh.
intestines, the organs, the
Yeah.
livers. The livers are my best part.
Absolutely, I agree so much. So, what do you enjoy the most about being a haunt actor?
Pretty much interacting with the fans, with the customers, with the kids. More importantly, it's about the kids.
Hmm.
It's giving back to them and letting them see where your imagination can go.
Hmm.
It can go how far you want it to go. It don't matter if you believe in it, go for it.
Yeah.
If you love it and you support what you're doing, go for it. Don't
Yeah.
let nobody stop you.
Absolutely. So, do people like get mad at you when you scare them, or do they like hit you or attack you?
No, I ain't had nobody attack me, but I had a mom turn into a Karen one night. I scared the crap out of her, and she just turned into. She stopped immediately, and And she turned into a Karen, told me not to scare her, the kids like I scared her, and well, kind of done the opposite of what she said. I scared
Obviously.
the kids and the dad, so it was like a 3 for 1.
Nice, nice. I mean, if you're going to a haunt attraction, you're kind of asking to be scared. I mean, that's your permission.
My point exactly. My point exactly. It's like it didn't make no sense, and I'm like, why would you bring them anyway? So yeah, I did a 3 for 1, and I was proud of myself.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I remember Obsolete told me when I interviewed him about how somebody used their child as a human shield. Uh,
That would be Baby E,
I'm like,
Baby Entity.
I'm like, what? Like,
Yeah,
why? Like, why are you like? It should be the
yeah.
opposite. As the parent, you should be protecting your child, not using them as a battering ram to protect yourself. Oh
We
dear.
love her. She's a handful, but we love her.
Nice, nice. Absolutely. So what do you believe is like, I guess, the most challenging or the hardest part of haunt acting?
Pretty much finding your comfort zone.
Mhm.
Finding your comfort zone and staying in your comfort zone. And that's really all it is, just finding your comfort zone and have fun with it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I guess if somebody says, like, I guess somebody's watching this interview and they say, well, haunt acting is not the same as acting on television or on film, what would you say to them in response?
Honestly, acting is however you want to do it in movies, working a haunted attraction.
Mhm.
As long as you believe and you love what you're doing, it don't matter what other people have to say.
Yeah,
All other people's gonna have their opinion. At the end of the day, it's about what you love doing. If
yeah,
you love what you're doing, you can eventually get it turned into movies. If you have the right people, the right support, that's all it's about is believing in yourself. Don't worry about what other people think.
yeah, absolutely. And I mean, if somebody's looking to get their start into haunt acting, where would you tell them to start?
Honestly, I would tell them find what you love. Find out what you love into. If it's horror movies, if it's comics, if it's anime, whatever. Come up with your own creative ideas
Mhm.
and just run it by a few people. Get their opinion. And if you don't like it, you don't have to listen to them. Keep going with your opinion. Build your characters how you want to build it, what you think they would look like, not what other people want them to look like for you. Go with your own ideas.
Absolutely. And like you've done and like Obsolete has done, create your own character, create a mask for you, create your own identity, make this person your character and who you are. And, use that to, whether it be to scare people during the spooky season or just like, if you want to like create like haunted attractions outside of October and the fall where money can say go to charities or something like things
That's
like
actually
that.
what I'm working on. That's actually what I'm working on in December. I got asked work at another haunted attraction. Want to give a shout out to Malice Haunted Attraction in Lewisburg, Tennessee.
Nice,
Gonna be there December 2nd and 3rd for giving back the Toys for Tots
nice.
toy drive back to the community. So I'll be there helping out and giving back to the community. And there's a
Absolutely.
lot more. You can always do a lot more than just doing it year round for Halloween. You can give back
Yeah,
to your community.
yeah,
Do a lot more and show them what you can do.
yeah. Absolutely. Do it, like you said, do Toys for Tots during the Christmas season. I mean, children, that are underprivileged, that don't have, that have families that don't have the monetarily values, like they can, this will help them have toys to open on Christmas morning. And
Yep.
do it in, I don't know, like, instead of having a Memorial Day picnic, have a Memorial Day type of, haunted attraction and raise money for I don't know like wounded warriors or the Cancer Foundation,
Absolutely.
things like that really, it helps these nonprofit organizations, because
Yep.
they don't have all this money. The money comes from donations.
Yep. And wanted to also give another shout out to
Yeah,
Rocky Top Mountain Coaster in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee,
nice.
for finding me and my brother and giving us a chance. And we
Mhm.
love it. We love the people up there.
Nice. Absolutely. And that was my last question. Basically, anything else to promote? So, do you have anything else you would like to promote? Any other attractions, social media accounts that you want people to follow? Where can they
Actually,
find
yeah,
Creatures of
I
Havoc?
have.
All that stuff.
Yeah, they could actually follow Rocky Top Mountain Coaster on Facebook. I'm also on there. They can follow me on TikTok at Gut Muncher Fern 3487. And they can also find me on Facebook at Gut Muncher Fern 3487 as well.
Perfect. Awesome. And then, of course, they can find Creatures of Havoc on Facebook. Hit that like button. Become part
And
of
they
that
can also
community.
find us on TikTok as well.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. And give them a follow. If you don't know what Creatures of Havoc are, definitely check out the interview I've done with Obsolete Entity. He goes really in depth and in detail of what that group is about. And I
Yeah.
really recommend that interview because it's actually different than what you might think. And it's
And
in a great way.
we actually give back to the fans. We actually have
Yeah.
some nights where we do trivia night, and if we have a winner, we mail them pictures, we mail them stickers, we mail them something to let them know we appreciate them, and we appreciate and support all the fans and all the support and love they give us. They
Yeah.
wouldn't be here without them.
Absolutely. And that's the way it is. Like I never understood celebrities that would be like ignorant or mean to their fans. It's like they're paying
Yeah,
you.
yeah. It's like,
Eh,
why would you want to be a dick to somebody that's supposed to be supporting you? You should be appreciating that and showing them the love and giving back to them. That's what it
Yep,
should be all about, not the money, not the fame. Give
absolutely.
back to who's been there for you when you win in the character, or when you
Mhm.
win into whatever you love doing.
Yeah,
It's about giving back to them.
absolutely. Without the fans, they don't have a career because I mean, who's gonna watch your movies? Who's gonna buy your merchandise or who's gonna want your autograph,
Yeah.
pictures with you? Like nobody's gonna want to do that. Nobody's gonna want to meet you. And word of mouth is the most powerful form of communication to ruin a reputation.
Yep.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I thank you, Gut, for joining me this evening.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. I had a blast. And as we mentioned, follow Gut Muncher on Facebook and TikTok. And of course, Creatures of Havoc on Facebook and TikTok. And again, I thank you so much for taking the time. You have a great rest of your night.
You do the same. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.